We live in Brooklyn, baby. We live in Brooklyn, baby.
Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
Sandy, check back at you. It is January 23rd, and it ain't even 23 degrees out this bitch. I almost lost my fingers getting here today.
I still can't feel my toes, and my nose was just killing me, you know, because I ride my bike to the studio. Yeah, it's kind of cold in New York City right now, to where they have to arrest the homeless literally for their own safety, because it is literally that cold.
I thought Giuliani killed all the homeless people.
Well, I mean, homeless people have been catching it bad as of late anyway. But first of all, you know, I just want to touch upon that just briefly. The amount of bad things that are happening to these homeless people.
Like literally recently?
Yes, since the last show.
Jesus, what happened to him?
I mean, some other homeless dude, you know, tried to, you know, sleep it off on some train track someplace and got his leg smashed.
Okay, that's too bad for him. Of all the places
If he had
you
a
can go to sleep,
home, he wouldn't be sleeping down there.
if there's a billion sidewalks in this city, you have to sleep on a train track?
I guess it was warm down there, but yo, dig this. Look at what it says here. Look at what the 12 is going to be the low. Right now, this thing is saying it is 15 degrees. 15 degrees. It's not giving me wind chill or anything like that, but it's 15 degrees going down to 12.
It was worse this morning. This morning it was 12.
It was 12?
And
Yeah,
it felt like 4.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. Well, it does not feel like any 15 degrees out there right now.
Nah, not with that wind.
That's a goddamn lie.
That's
Yeah, I mean, because that is absolutely brutally cold out there right now.
But you know who's protected by the brutal cold? From the brutal cold, rather? Who's protected, Jay?
Fat whale people.
Wow. Haven't heard that in a while, have you, folks?
Yes, you know, it's a new year. Try to be a little bit of a better, kinder skillet. You know, not coming down on the fat folks so much. But I don't know. They make it easy sometimes. I don't know. I mean, they just make it easy sometimes. But this okay. I'm going to read a little bit from the story, and I'll tell you what I find to be the most funny about this story. Now, you know, if you can picture this, the image of this, okay?
It's story time, boys and girls.
So it's police. Woman beat boyfriend unconscious with 2-week-old baby strapped to her chest. So, you know, she had the little baby thing, you know. So here it is. A Seattle woman is accused of beating her child's father into unconsciousness while the newborn baby was strapped to her chest. According to Seattle Post Intelligencer, police say Cherie Seminole, 25, brutally beat her boyfriend following an argument on January 6th. Seattle detectives told the court that Seminole, who weighs 270 pounds, so she was a big mama, threw her boyfriend down to the ground, repeatedly stomped him in the face, breaking his nose and leaving him unconscious, all while having her 2-week-old baby strapped to her chest. The Post-Intelligencer reports that Seminole was arrested at a nearby convenience store after she bought a bag of Funyuns.
She's keeping the theme of the day.
Now, let's see, this is what I'm talking about. It's not like after this hardcore beating, she did a Rocky move and, you know, blended up some eggs or went to the place and got a smoothie or something. She went to the convenience store with probably said baby on her chest still and bought a bag of Funyuns.
So
I mean, that's why. See, that's what I'm saying. Just because
what if it was a 6-pack of Schlitz? That wouldn't be a problem for you, right?
Yeah, because, you know, it could be Schlitz time, it could be Miller time after a hard day of work, obviously a hard day of whooping some ass. You know, it's Miller time, you know, beer time, whatever, you know, refresher. You know, Funyuns, I mean, that, you know, and what is it? She probably had Cheese Whiz, was probably going to get the Cheese Whiz before they got her.
It could have been chicken skins, man.
Chicken skins.
And yes, that's not a joke.
No, they actually sell chicken skins.
Crackling skins.
Chicken crackling skins in certain hoods in the U.S. But so dig it. So when police tried to arrest her, Seminole reportedly refused to cooperate and began to bite and kick authorities. 2 officers started to escort her to a patrol car, but she immediately stiffened and grabbed the baby carrier, a Seattle detective told the court, according to the Post-Intelligencer. Fearing for the safety of the baby, officers tried to free the baby, but Seminole put up a huge fight. So, really, she put up a huge fight. Now, do you think this reporter is being funny, being facetious? You know, a 270 270-pound woman put up a huge fight. Okay, I didn't write that. The boyfriend suffered a broken and displaced nose and multiple facial injuries in the attack. The paper reports the newborn has been taken into protective custody. Seminole has been charged with second-degree assault. I mean, apparently, you know, that's the safest place to be in between these two watermelon titties because this woman can obviously handle the police. She can beat down men. Clearly, she has no.
You know they took it easy on it because they didn't want to hurt the kid. I would have loved to seen that whole situation sans child. But
oh no, there was a case in the '80s where a situation was like that, and it was a big case. I don't know if you remember this case where these guys. There you go, making jokes I don't even realize. But this was a serious case in New York City. I believe it was under the Koch administration, I believe, and it was the Eleanor Bumfors case. Remember yeah? So when they came in and saw that,
she was a grandmother, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was an old lady. She was big, and she had like a butter knife, and she didn't want people invading her house or something along those lines. And they blew her thumb off. They shot the shit out that old lady. So you know, probably they would have put this lady down.
Yeah, she'd have been at least tased.
Yeah, she would have been smelling like pork crackers.
But see, now you say 270 is a big woman, and surely it's bigger than anybody in this room. But here we have another less violent, but probably as equally as disturbing. I'm going to assume her name is Mikkel because it is a female, although it's spelled M-I-K-E-L, like Michael. Mikkel Raffinelli, 39 years old, a 420-pounder. A 420-pound woman. Just entered the Guinness Book of World Records. Now, we've done stories about Hogmaws trying to be the largest female in the world.
Hogmaws? What is a hogmaw, man? I mean,
you Southerners out there know what I'm talking about.
A hogmaw. All right.
Needless to say, this chick is literally hundreds of pounds off that mark, but that's not where she got the world record. She's a 420-pound woman with an 8-foot circumference in her hips. She has just gotten to the Guinness Book of World Records for having the widest hips on the planet.
Do you realize what you're describing? You're describing the grimace. I mean, that's the
actually, you're not far off.
That's the grimace.
Here clearly shows.
That's the grimace. For all you people that don't know, you check out the McDonald Land characters. There's this googly-eyed thing called the grimace, and that's what that is.
The mother of 4 from Los Angeles, California, stands at just 5'4". So she is damn near as wide as she is tall.
Holy shit.
Has a proportionally small waist, 40 inches, and is completely content with her shape. To quote, "I see no reason to diet because I don't have health problems." Now, this is one of the main problems that we have here in America, and really with the black woman. And I readily admit,
I say the black men too, because
but that's what I'm saying. I readily admit that it's also the fault of the black men, who because she's married, and when you walk around thinking that at 420 pounds you have no, I guess, obvious health problems. See, that's a problem.
Yeah.
FYI, okay, professional football players who go up to, if you're 420 pounds a pro football player, you can't play on a team. You're overweight.
Yeah.
The largest heaviest I think I've heard was maybe 360.
Yeah, well, was that one of those? I don't know if he was Samoan or whatever. It was one of those big offensive lineman guys. Right. Yeah,
and almost inevitably, once you stop playing, you reduce weight.
Yeah.
To a healthy range,
manageable weight. Yeah.
People know that walking around at 350 plus pounds is not healthy for a human being. Regardless of what's happened to you now, you will inevitably develop some type of probably irreversible health problems that will lead to your death. But Mikkel thinks that she's healthy
because her man still sticks it to her. He still puts his hand between the folds.
Not only that, because to quote, men don't fancy skinny girls.
That's bullshit. First of all, nobody wants some Auschwitz woman, but still, you don't want some. I mean,
they like an hourglass figure, to end the quote.
And what is she measuring fucking time from the beginning of the universe? What kind of hourglass is that?
The size of the hourglass has nothing to do with the shape, bro. Raffinelli's husband, Reggie Brooks, said they have been married for 10 years. She had a sweet disposition about her that really attracted me to her. I like to tell people all the time, I have a license to operate heavy equipment. Raffinelli's 100-inch wide hips make everyday tasks difficult. According to the World Record Academy, the plus-size model.
How does she get in and out of? Wait a second. Wait. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. You said plus-size model?
Is this a foreign term to you?
What does she model? Tents? What is she? No, seriously. What is she modeling?
Garments made for the plus-size woman, probably. The plus-size model must drive a truck and use a reinforced chair at home to accommodate her frame. She also struggles with fitting through door
doorways,
entrances,
right?
and sleeps in a 7-foot wide bed. Raffinelli began to gain weight at 22 after her first kid. I put it down to my pregnancies, which
it's a crock of shit. It's a crock.
I don't see why else the weight would go to my hips, although I do eat lots. I do eat lots. That's verbatim. Includes and lots includes 3,000 calories a day.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, when you're not burning it off. Yeah, it is bad.
It's not bad. I mean, I try and get between 15 and 3,000 every day if I'm working out and all that stuff. Yeah, you're right. You know, but still, I mean, look, this broad is disgusting. It's simply because, her man should be hitting the head with a fucking sledgehammer because he's going to be literally crying over her fat, rotting corpse one of these days because he's facilitating this madness. And this is what I say. You know, I always come down on these hogs, but then I'm like, yo, wait a second, man. The people that are supposed
somebody who loves them.
Yeah, is there somebody that cares for these people should be looking out for their well-being, and that's where I think they're done a disservice, and they have this false sense of of self to where it's I saw something recently. I don't know what it was. It was some plus-size model with tattoos all over her posing. There was more rumples. It looked like literally like 5 turkeys fighting in a pillowcase. This is what this dress looked like on this woman. Knots and lumps everywhere, but she was striking a so-called feminine pose because I guess her right foot was inverted, and someone put a caption, "You work, girl." No, it should be "You work out, girl. Work out. Do something about this. This shit doesn't look good."
Well, I mean, I had a conversation with a friend of mine recently who was talking about a friend of hers who was complaining because her man would get on her case when she starts scarfing down a couple of cupcakes, and she says that he's being mean to her.
Really?
Yeah.
Listen, man. Okay, so okay. Because he's trying to look out for her well-being and obviously his own interest because he's probably attracted to her at a certain size. I wonder what she would say if all of a sudden he came home stinking like pussy, every day and it wouldn't give her no sex. I wonder what she'd probably be more hurt then that the guy decided to go elsewhere to something that he finds attractive rather than
infidelity is a just cause?
I'm not saying, but I'm pretty sure that is that it would be more mean than, hey baby, maybe you should eat those salads over there and that stuff over there rather than this pot roast, washing it down with 2 liters of soda.
Well,
I mean, but so that's what she said in the conversation. That's how it went down.
He's being mean to her. Why has he got to say stuff like that?
Well, did he answer?
No, I don't know what she said in direct response to it, but this is what she was telling my friend. She said that he was being mean. She didn't tell him he was being mean. She's telling her that he was being mean to her by telling her to put down the cupcakes. So.
Okay, so she doesn't understand that her ballooning that men would like.
I'm sure she wants to. She understands. She just doesn't want to understand because she wants to have her man eat her cake too.
Eat her cake too. That's right, and slosh down troughs of gravy and everything else.
Well, I don't know if that's a good combination, gravy and cupcakes, but who knows with these people. Anyway, we're off to a good start here, but we'll be back in a couple of minutes to continue the onslaught.